Hi, I'm Danae, and I'm obsessed with pickleball. But apparently, so is America. As the country's fastest growing sport, pickleball is without a doubt making a wave. But unfortunately, only 25% of us actually have access to high-level coaching, leaving the majority of us with little to no resources to help improve our game. So I'm on a mission to bring you some of the best high-level players, touring pros, or local legends, and having them teach you their favorite pickleball tips, skills, and drills that will help you advance to the next level. That being said, let's get into it. Today I'm taking you to beautiful St. Pete, Florida to have you meet Carlos. Carlos has been playing pickleball for 2 years and currently competes at the 5-0 level. He's a PPR certified coach and a huge advocate for the sport. Let's see what he's going to teach us today.
I'm Carlos from La Cocina Pickleball, an advanced player and certified coach by the PPR. And today I'm going to show you the third shot drive and fifth shot drop shot so you can get to the kitchen like a pro. Are you having trouble getting to the kitchen? Or are you a tennis player transitioning into pickleball and you want to know how you can use your drives better? So I'm going to teach you the strategy that players like Annalie Waters and Travis Rettenmeier use to get into the kitchen in an aggressive way.
Oh, hey, if you're watching this channel, it probably means that you really like pickleball. And if you really like pickleball, you probably want to get better at it, which means you should enroll in my free Mastering the Dink video series. What's going to happen is you're going to click the link below and I'm going to send you one video to your inbox every single day for the next 15 days with a tip that's going to level up your dinking. Now back to the video.
Today, Carlos is teaching us about the third shot drive and the fifth shot drop combo. The drive-drop combo is a strategy that we see a lot of players at the professional level using to gain ground getting to the kitchen. And when executed correctly, it's actually a really successful way to get you and your teammate to that kitchen line. The first thing that Carlos is going to go through is why it's advantageous to hit a drive over hitting a drop on your third shot.
So one of the reasons why you should want to drive instead of dropping is because that day maybe your drops don't feel there and you don't feel comfortable with them and you're leaving them high and you're leaving them short at the net. So that's the first. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable enough, so that's a good reason to drive it. Another reason is maybe it's very windy and you are into the wind, so a bunch of your drop shots are staying short. So that's a good reason to drive it with the intention that the opponent team at the net is going to leave a short ball and then you can drop the ball with an easier shot. Then another reason is there's a bunch of players that return with a bunch of spin and those shots are extremely tricky to drop. So that's a good way to use the third shot drive, and then as in the other instances you can come up with an easier fifth shot. If you don't have a racket sport background, here's how you can hit your forehand drive. First of all, you want to have a closed stance. It's one of the few shots that we want to hit with a closed stance in pickleball because we want to balance out our swing. Most of the strokes in pickleball are push shots or block shots. The drive is a few shots that we are swinging the ball. So you need to be very balanced. So you need to have a little bit up around the waist stance, okay? And you want to stay down, you want to bend your knees, and you want to swing through the ball. I think I mentioned this before, but we want to really make sure that we're not swinging that big. So we want a really short backswing and then pull through our shoulders and our waist, finishing like if they were taking a picture of you grabbing the paddle here. Now I'm gonna show you how to drive the ball, starting with our forehand. So in pickleball, most of the times we want to have an open stance because that way we don't give our backs to the course and we're always ready for the next shot. Remember, it's a wiffle ball, so even if you are hitting a very hard ball, most of the times it's very easy for the opponent to hit the ball back, so you always have to be ready for the next shot. But on the drive, it's of the few shots in pickleball that we actually want to close our stance a little bit like a tennis player. That way we can balance ourselves out and go through the motion and finish the shot. If you're a tennis player transitioning into pickleball, one thing you have to remember is that we don't want to do a full swing. We don't want to hit the ball like Adel Potro or Robin Soderling. We want to have a very short backswing and then follow through. So that's a very important thing. We need to have a short swing. The second thing, you want to stay down. My girlfriend Macy, she's a very good player as well, and when I'm playing a tournament, she's always reminding me when I'm missing those drives, it's because I'm pulling back. So always remember that you have to stay down, kind of like have to feel that your chest is feeling down, and then do the follow through. So I'm gonna do an example right now of how we should do a forehand drive. So this is what it looks like when I stand too tall, when I don't keep my chest down, and instead of keeping my chest down, I pull back and go up. And this is what it looks like when I keep my chest down. So now let's talk about the backhand drive. It's the same thing as the forehand. We're trying to keep a close stance so we're balanced throughout the shot. So we talk about how most shots in pickleball, we want to keep a open stance. For the drive, again, for the backhand, we want to keep a close stance to have a balanced shot. So the first thing that we have to remember is that we want to use our front leg as anchor so we keep our shot balanced through the motion. Then we want to bend our knees. My biggest issue, and that's what happens when I'm missing drives, is that I start hitting the ball standing still. So you have to bend your knees. So bend your knees, keep your chest down, same thing as a forehand. You want to swing, but you don't want to do a huge swing. So you want to do a short swing and then follow through with your hips and your shoulder and finish up here so you have a balanced shot. So again, I'm not going to do it fast. Bend your knees and follow through. Same as a forehand, a common mistake with the backhand drive is to hit the ball standing still and then pulling back. That's gonna make you hit the balls out, or you're not gonna have control on any of your shots. So you want to remember that you want to bend your knees, you want to keep your chest down and then follow through. So now we already hit a successful drive. So what's next? We're not trying to win the point with this shot. Remember that this is allowing us to set up for an easy drop shot for the fit shot. So you're gonna hit your drive, and then most of the times, since you hit a successful drive, you're gonna have a ball around here in transition zone that you want to hit your drop shot. Remember the drop shot, we hit it with our shoulders. So we hit our drop shot and then we try to hit the ball inside the kitchen, so that allow us to come up to the net and be here on a plain even field against your opponents. So a common mistakes that people do when they're hitting the drop shot from the transition zone is that they hit the drive and they keep running through. So to hit a successful fit shot, drop shot, you want to hit your drive. So we know the ball is gonna be around the transition zone. You want to stop and then hit the ball. You don't want to be driving the ball and running through and jumping, and that's gonna give you less opportunity to hit our ball in the sweet spot and hit it where we want to. So again, we hit the drive, we hit, and then the ball is gonna land around here. You want to stop and then hit your drop shot, and then you come up. So how do you want to practice this strategy? Next time you go practice with a friend or your practice partner, you can play 7-11. So how do we play 7-11 for you guys that don't know? In 7-11, we are playing a game where there's a person starting on the baseline and then there's another person starting from the kitchen line. Since the person who is starting on the kitchen line has the advantage, they have to score 11, and the person who's starting at the baseline has to score 7. That's why it's called 7-11. Okay, so they're gonna feed us the ball, and for the intentions to practice this strategy, we wanna drive that ball, and then we wanna come up with an easy fifth shot. Oh my God, it went forever. Oh my gosh, these points are good. Guys, I hope you like this video.